My name's Gail McFadden, and as an Ontario student, I've had enough. We pay the highest tuition fees in the entire country, sit in the largest classroom sizes with the worst teacher-to-student ratio. We have the lowest per-student funding in all of Canada, and that's why on June 12th, I'm joining Generation Vote and showing that not only am I a part of a generation that does vote and that does care, I'm a part of a generation that offers tangible solutions to the future of our post-secondary education. Tuition fees are skyrocketing. In fact, this year alone, students are paying $130 million more than students were in 2012 and 2013. Now, with over 70% of all entry-level jobs requiring either a college or a university degree, it's important that we can access that degree in the first place. Students with financial barriers at play are having a harder time accessing education than students who can afford to pay the upfront sticker cost of a post-secondary education. If you can pay for it all up front, that's amazing. But if you can't, you have to take on student loans, lines of credit, OSAP, just in order to access your education, and you end up paying a lot more than students who can afford to pay up front can. What this means is that we are the first generation to be worse off than the generation before us. Whereas before you could work full-time, minimum wage job, pay for all of your tuition fees, and then some, that's no longer a possibility, and students are really feeling the squeeze. But all is not lost. It's about government priorities, and with a provincial election going on, it's about making sure that those priorities are about us. If we reallocated all the funding from the Ontario Tuition Grant, or 30 off, and the Ontario Provincial Tax Credits, we would be able to apply a 16% across the board, all students in Ontario reduction to tuition fees. For everybody. It's about government priorities, and when we work together and combine our voices across the province and across the country, we're able to make things happen. So that's why on June 12th, you should join Generation Vote and show that we're an engaged, aware, and voting generation. This June 12th, join Generation Vote and make sure that students aren't left behind.